It's the YouTube review show where you can dance and you can jive, having the time of your life. This is YT Reviews, and I'm your host, Dancing Queen. Today, YT Reviews goes global as we take a look at our very first non-American YouTuber. You know how Greece is the word? Well, today we take a look at G is the name. Even though he has mastered speaking English proficiently, his spelling is still a little off, and at first I thought his YouTube handle meant we were supposed to guess the name. Well, G, as I'll call him, is 16 years old, has been on YouTube for 6 months, currently has 44 videos and just under 5,000 subscribers. As for his all-time stats, right now G is number 92 most subscribed and number 55 most subscribed in a director's account. G hails from Norway, and in case you didn't know, Norway is part of a region of the world known as Scandinavia. What the hell is that? That's not Scandinavia. Now put up the right graphic. Thank you. Now, as I was saying, Norway is part of a... You know, Scandinavia does kind of look like a penis, doesn't it? Hey, if Italy can look like a boot, why not? Anywho, what does this geography lesson have to do with today's review? Not a damn thing, other than letting me make a penis joke I've been waiting all my life to tell. But getting back to business, here's a few of G's videos that I liked. G has 2 video series up on YouTube. One series is about pop sensation the Pussycat Dolls. In the first installment, we see G complaining about the Pussycat Dolls, yet he plays their songs. Something tells me that he wrote a fan letter once to the Pussycat Dolls, but they didn't answer back. Oh well, at least his juggling is better. It's later on in My Job that we see G trying out for music videos, including one for his arch nemesis, the Pussycat Dolls, as well as a couple of lesbians. In Pussycat Dolls 2, G tells us that he got a call from the manager of the Pussycat Dolls. Finally! And they have challenged him to a dance-off. However, all does not end well, as we see in Pussycat Dolls 3, The Hunt Down. Oh, if only we all had really hot music video clips chasing after us. Here we see G being pursued by a Pussycat Dolls video, in the end getting all shot up and stuff. But is this truly the end for our hero and his obsession of the girls? Not on your life! As we find out in On the Set with the Pussycat Dolls. Here we see G playing different characters that are involved in the making of a Pussycat Dolls video. Apparently it's hard to sleep at night in Norway, as we find out in Response 3 a.m. Madness. G entertains us with his antics of juggling cell phones and lighting himself on fire. Oh, those crazy Norwegians will do anything to entertain themselves, won't they? You ever wonder what would pass for MTV's Jackass in Norway? Well, wonder no more, for we find out in his Spice Test series. G shows us what it takes to be a true spice boy as he conducts taste tests of different spices that can be found in the common household, including oregano, which didn't fare very well. There's something called fish mix, but even he's confused by the name. Look out, everyone, he's gonna hurl! I was kind of disappointed because he didn't test some Old Spice. And what's up with the out of 12 grading system? Guess it's a metric thing or something. It's way too arbitrary, unlike our own grading system here on YT Reviews. It's in Folk Dancing Syndrome. We see G tearing it up on the floor, old school techno clogging style. Hi, my name is James and I suffer from folk dancing. Ah, get the folk out of here. G is the name short Cards. Intrigued me with its highly stylized video shots and pulsing music soundtrack. The whole video was designed to make you think, the first time I've come across something like that on YouTube. I think the basic message of this clip is that he was feeling frustration with his craft, but realizes he is a comic at heart and he should follow it wherever it leads him. Then again, maybe he just has an unquenchable hatred for hearts and diamonds in a deck of cards. In either case, I highly recommend this clip, if anything, for its visual aesthetics and lighting. I seriously want to know, what is it with people on YouTube putting 2 totally random things together in one video? It's in the clip Smashing Electronics and Rent a Dwarf, where an innocent DVD player gets whacked in a foreign language, no less. Then the computer gets the old heave-ho off an embankment. Well, it had it coming. Finally, we see a dwarf. Huh? What are they good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Laughing, singing, and challenging. Read description is another one of those let's put 2 random things together in one video videos. It starts off weird enough with G lip syncing to a recording of someone badly singing Age of Aquarius. Then, as he explains his accent, he tells us a sentence that is Norwegian for, I like singing songs from here. I really wish he would have given us a more useful phrase, such as, Jeg har en 12-tom sexual organ I mean bukser. I hope I didn't butcher your native language too much with that, G. So how did G is the name rate on our YT review rating system thingy? Well, first off, I'm giving him 2 stars for mastering the English language as well as he has. I've heard that many people who learn it as a second language say it's really hard to pick up. Heck, I've known people who have trouble speaking it and they were born here. I'm also giving him 3/4 of a star for trying so hard to make us laugh with gentleness and humility. I probably would have given him a higher rating on that, but my cynical American sense of humor wanted to tear him down for that same gentleness and humility. Finally, I'm giving him another 1.5 stars if for just his cards short. G, keep doing work like that and you'll definitely be the Ingmar Bergman of YouTube, or at least the next Alan Smithy. Well, that's it for this edition of YT Reviews. Who knows, we might be reviewing you next, or maybe someone else from ABBA. Until then, love, peace, and chicken grease.